One quick thing before we get into today's video, we are going to be giving away this brand new Apollo Triage on October 11th, the day that CitizenCon Live is happening. If you guys want to go ahead and watch me react to it as well as with my entire chat, we're going to be giving away ships and having a whole lot of fun. Make sure to join the Discord with the link in the description so that you guys can stay up to date on all future giveaways and live streams. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of this video. If you guys have already seen videos of the Triage, do not worry. This is going to be an in-depth review of what the inside of this ship looks like, starting off with how you guys can actually enter the ship. Now, in the very back of the ship at the bottom right, you guys can press this open button right here, and you can see instantly how fast this door opens. Now, this is amazing to see that the ramp actually goes and extends that quickly. If you guys put a lot of hours into Star Citizen, you definitely know how bad it can be when a ship takes forever to open. It can be a little bit annoying. Now, when we enter the ship, you guys can see that this is the docking collar, and if we look at the left and press close, you guys can see that the red lights start shining, they blink, and you get that beep, beep, beep noise while this closes in a very beautiful way. Now, let's go to the very inside of the ship. We had a little bit of an error there. I do apologize. But look at this, guys. It says triage right when you go into the right of the ship. And let's go directly to the left. If you guys open up this door right here, you will see that this is where you will be putting your suits, your weapons, everything that you guys need, and your cargo. If you guys saw the behind the ship video that CIG released, you guys saw that it fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 2 SU sized containers in here, which I think that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 2x2 SU size containers in there as well, giving you guys a lot of storage. Now, this is the engineering terminal. This is going to be coming soon, of course, but that is what we have to offer in the left of this ship at the beginning. Now, I saw some Reddit posts about how this is a good cargo ship because people were storing cargo containers and SU boxes there. They were storing them here on the ground. They were storing them inside, in between these areas, in between the med bays, everything like that. And they fit over 200 SCU in this ship. Now, that is really awesome to see. You guys can also see the doors have a little bit of some bugs on them that when you guys walk in, for some reason, stuff is already available, like open and everything. You guys can see this is the batteries and the shield gens. But if we look over here, this is the second cargo bay where we can hold another couple of 2 SCU boxes. And that is the cargo grid for this ship. Now, we have on the left side the medical bays over here. For some reason, it spawns open for me. I don't know why, but if we would like to open that ourselves, there we go. You guys can see that this is a tier 3 med bed on the left. This is a tier 3 med bed in the middle. And this is a tier 3 med bed on the right. So all 3 of these on the left side are tier 3 med beds. If you guys would like to walk over to this door over here, you guys can see that there is a restroom. You have your toilet, you have your trash can, you have your mirror that sadly does not work, but you have everything that you guys need for you to live on this ship easily. You guys can also see that there's some cool stuff here showing where injuries are, broken bones, and everything like that. If you, in fact, had some of your patients on there, it would look really, really cool. Well, let's go over to the second medical bay. You guys can see that this is a tier 3 digital medical assistant. This is a tier 3 med bed as well. And then this one is a tier 3 med bed also. So these are all tier 3 med beds, but I would like to show you guys something real quick on the RSI website. Apologies for saying RSI website. I meant the Star Citizen website, but you guys can see that this is the giveaway ship that we are giving away to you guys, and it comes with the Apollo Triage, lifetime insurance, Star Citizen as a package, and then you guys can see right here, it comes with all of the components. It comes with the Apollo Tier 1 module left, the Tier 2 module left, the Tier 3 module left, the Tier 1 module right, Tier 2 and Tier 3 modules right. So I would like to also see if we could change these components out on the ship in-game already. We will be testing that out later, but first, let's go ahead and check out the second restroom that you guys can see here. Obviously, it is the same as the first one, and let's continue through the rest of this ship. Let's open up this door. They do open automatically. They are very beautiful, and let's continue through here. Now, this is an amazing sunroof. I'm pretty sure that you guys can see the hangar doors right there. If we had this landed on a planet, you guys would be able to see an amazing view. No matter where you are, if you're in space as well, it would look gorgeous. As soon as we make our way through this first door, you guys can see that these buttons are a little bit different on these component doors than other ships. Instead of having like an actual button, we have this kind of sliver that glows orange. When you get close to it, it starts blinking orange. You guys can see that it's blinking orange now. It's really cool to actually see that. And we have our components on the left and on the right. And the ones over here on the left have an engineering terminal on the left as well, which is really, really cool. Now, when we get in here, they told us in the behind the ship review that they wanted to give the quarters up in the front so it wouldn't take away from all the medical stuff that happens in the back. If you guys have patients back there, you don't want to worry them with another restroom and beds and all this other stuff that the crew should actually worry about. Instead, it is pushed up here in the front, which I think gives it a very much better perspective and view for the pilot and the co-pilot, where now you guys can hang out together and have your own little area here instead of with the people in the back. That kind of gives it a more genuine feel. You know, you wouldn't have the doctors sleeping with the patients, and you guys can see that you have the little bit of purplish blue threading on these RSI seats, which I absolutely love. That is my favorite color. And you guys can see the blue continues throughout the rest of the ship with your captain's bed here and your co-pilot's bed there. We do have an amazing machine over here. I think this would be a coffee machine or something, but let's go ahead and open this door where we have our toilet. You guys can see it's like the toilets on all the other ships. We can open it ourselves there. The mirror is here. Hot water, cold water, everything that you guys need to do with living off grid. And don't forget, as we know that fires are going to be breaking out soon, especially on the bridge, you want to be ready. We have our fire extinguisher here to make sure that we are good. Let's go over to the front over here. This would feel like the center console. Maybe if you're riding in a car with your wife or you're in your truck and you got that big center console right here, we can actually retract the rails on the left side, and that is going to do that right there. And we can send the elevator. So the elevator and the rails right there can send it down so you guys can enter and exit the ship from here. It is really cool that they have this. You know, if you guys need to leave your ship, it is encapsulated. You can see that with the glass there. It definitely makes a better feel. If you guys have flown in the Tauruses, Phoenixes, and those ships where they have their elevators here, I feel like it's a little bit cooler to have this big bubble inside the middle of the ship instead. So we're going to call this elevator real quick, and we're going to actually go down it ourselves before we jump up in the pilot seat. So the rails are right here, and you guys can see that we could call the elevator ourselves. If we want to retract the rails, we can do so. That way it does not get in the way of the ship. But if we want to deploy the rails, we could just go back over here, do that, and we can do it ourselves in the elevator. So we're going to press go down right here, and we're going to watch and see what happens. And we lower just like that. As we see the ship extend this down lower, it looks absolutely beautiful, and it gives off that vibe of excellency. You guys can see that we have our weapons right here in the front, of course, making it look even better than the Constellation series ships, because we do not have those big bars right here in the front. We do, I'm pretty sure, have these bars here that block the view a little bit, but it is not as bad as the other stuff. Now, if we would like to go and enter the ship with the elevator here in the front, we definitely can as well, but that's not the way that I like to enter my ships when giving our tours. So we're going to press up, and we're going to look at the back side this time so we can see what it looks like if we are entering that way. And of course, we are going to retract the rails so that our ship can look easy. Now, let's go ahead and get into the pilot seat, and I will be dead silent for you guys so you can hear how the ship turns on and powers up.
Welcome to Rocket Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
First things first, let's press F4 and enter that camera mode, and oh my gosh, this ship is glorious. You guys can hear the engines in the back already, so insanely powerful, loud, and clean. This does look like a smushed Taurus. I think Ollie said that the other day, and I could not agree more, but it looks absolutely beautiful. Now, we have that turret at the top of the ship that we can shoot as our pilot just by holding left click. We shoot all 4 of these weapons, and you guys can see that amazing sunroof that we have going through the middle top of the ship there as well that we saw earlier. Let's go ahead and lift this ship up so we can see what it looks like when it raises. Ooh, and it sounds gorgeous. You guys can see those engines on the bottom of the ship as well. And let's go ahead and lift up that landing gear. That was absolutely beautiful. You guys can see on the left side of the ship, we had those bars extend, as well as on the right side of those wings. It looks magnificent. Now, the next thing that we can do is turn our lights on and press L. These lights are insanely bright. Are you kidding me? This looks like you could see anything that you guys want. It's definitely going to make it better for you when you guys are flying through space and it is dark. The last thing that we will test is what the ship looks like when we press the open all button. I know that's a button that a lot of people touch when they're flying their ships, so we are going to press that and see just what happens. You guys can see that in the back of this ship, unlike most ships, there is actually a light at the hangar door, at the ramp door. You guys can see that those lights are pointing down. That way, if for any reason it's dark when you guys land, you will not have to worry about any of that. You're not going to have to worry with this ship about getting lost in translation, not seeing who you're picking up. You have that light behind you so that when you guys land, it is easier. Let's go ahead and enable that quantum drive and speed out of here and hear that amazingness of this ship. Oh my gosh. It's louder than so many other ships, and I absolutely love it. When we hold shift in this thing, it sounds amazing. Let's go ahead and do that again from the back view. That's beautiful. And you guys can see that the engines actually glow and shoot out a little bit more when you press shift. And you hear that oomph. This is what the ship sounds like when you guys are flying it yourself, and when you hold shift, it sounds like that. Absolutely gorgeous. You guys can see that on the left side of our screen, we have this bar in front of us. It doesn't block too much of a view. I don't think it's going to get in the way of anything. I think it looks good, and I am not actually displeased with it. I think it's a bar that fits all right, but that's coming from someone that loves the Connie Taurus. So bars don't really get on my nerves. That is it for today's video, showing off the brand new Apollo Triage. Don't forget, guys, if you would like to win one of these, to tune in October 11th when we are going to be watching CitizenCon live on stream. We're going to give this away and a couple other ships. Thank you to CIG again for giving it away to us to give away. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day, and goodbye. Bye.